In this video, how Jackfrags triggered the YouTube algorithm in 2019 by, get this, uploading daily every day for the entire year. This is a good one. Stick around.
Brian G. Johnson.
Brian G here, and to grow on YouTube, stake your claim and amplify your message by subscribing. And to really jumpstart your channel, check out my free 40-minute YouTube Masterclass, link in the description. Jackfrags is a popular YouTuber with over 3 million subscribers, and every day in 2019 he uploaded a video.
On this channel in 2019, I uploaded a video to YouTube every single day. This was a bit of a personal challenge for me to see if I could do it, but also so I could make this video that you're watching right now a breakdown of it all.
I love that Jack really threw down and created a huge challenge for himself in regards to growing a channel, being successful, being relevant on YouTube in 2020 and beyond. And furthermore, Jack mentions that there's a theory that uploading daily can result in more views, more watch time, more promotion from the YouTube algorithm. And I really wanted to dig in and share some insights and some of the things I've discovered when really watching a video that Jack recently published. Now, without question, uploading daily can really help a channel, but I think there's a lot of misconceptions of why. And one of the things that Jack mentioned was theory.
And second, there is a theory that daily uploads on YouTube are favorable for the aforementioned algorithm.
And it's really just that, a theory, that if you upload daily, you're going to trigger the algorithm and grow. What often happens, in fact, what always happens, is you're just more likely to get promotion based on a number of factors. Number one, anytime we do anything more often, we gain skills and abilities, we gain insights and more, which obviously leads to better performance in anything we do. It's like the first time you play a game, you kind of suck, but over time, you get to know the game, you get to understand the game, and you become much more proficient, you become better at the game. And YouTube is like that too. It's very much a skill-based activity. We're creating videos for an audience, and the more we do that, the more likely our skills are going to improve. We'll be able to connect with the audience, and the videos we publish will go on and do really well. Now, one of the things Jack didn't share in his video was the fact that when you're uploading daily, you're going to be more likely to spot and jump onto trends, which always lead to more views, especially if you're a small channel and you're able to jump on that trend bandwagon early. Uploading daily makes that possible. In fact, in this graph right here, we can see that there's a spike in views that really coincided with trending gaming topics like the release of Apex Legends, the release and talk of Battlefield Firestorm. And Modern Warfare was such a big deal in 2019 that it generated 2 traffic spikes. One was early chatter about the game, some early information around the game. Think of it as the hype train. And then the actual release of Modern Warfare, again, generated a huge spike in views. So if you want the views associated with going daily without the grind, the thing you want to do is to pay attention to trending topics that the audience you want to get in front of is really excited about. Now, this next bit was absolutely staggering to me. In 2019, the Jackfrags channel, it drove 467,283 views in total in 2019. Incredible. When I saw that number, I really wanted to know how much ad revenue could that generate. So I jumped over to Social Blade, and this is what I discovered. Estimated yearly earnings are between $49,000 and $788,000. Mind-blowing to upload videos to social media while playing games and generate that kind of content. And I think that's how a lot of viewers think about it, but I gotta tell you, there is so much effort that goes into crafting and creating great videos, and that's what you really wanna think about. Furthermore, we're paid on YouTube based on performance. I know lots of people that upload lots of videos on YouTube and they earn pennies on the dollar. And next, Jack talked about watch time and just how important it is to accumulate watch time with your YouTube channel. And this can often be a topic of struggle for many YouTubers. Like, how do you gain watch time when you don't have subscribers? And if you don't have subscribers, you can't get the watch time, you can't get promoted. You can when you leverage and understand the law of supply and demand. More on that in a bit. Now, Jack's channel actually drove a staggering 19 million of watch time hours in 2019. And then Jack broke down a really important watch time metric, and that's view duration. How long does the audience on average watch one specific video? And Jack mentions that most of his videos are on average between 5 and 10 minutes in length, and his average view duration is around 5.5 minutes. Now, that's a pretty darn good metric, and I see a lot of YouTubers really confused by the whole watch time, average view duration, the CTR, all the metrics associated with launching a successful video on YouTube. Here's what happens. Anytime a video is published, it's first sent out to subscribers of that channel. Even if there's no subscribers, YouTube's gonna look at the metadata, the title. It's gonna do its best to understand who to promote the video to, and it will put that video in front of viewers. And if the video does well with the viewers, YouTube will actually promote it and push it out to even a bigger audience. And as that happens, as a video reaches more and more people, statistically speaking, the metrics drop significantly because you're dealing with people that don't know or haven't subscribed to your channel. They haven't said, hey, I love that content, I wanna subscribe. So as a video gains popularity, the metrics drop. And this graph really highlights that. This is one of my more successful videos in 2019, and you can see the CTR or click-through ratio really begins to drop as YouTube pushes the video out to more and more people. What's interesting to note is this video drove 148,000 views in less than 2 months. Now, if you want to trigger the algorithm, there's a certain way you have to think about crafting and creating videos for YouTube, or it just doesn't work. Jack?
Perhaps this will help me to understand what works for my audience and what doesn't. Audience.
And I just love that Jack mentioned the
audience.
You see, the more you think about particular audiences on YouTube, and Jack really went into this in his video. He mentions my audience is those people, mostly males. In fact, like 97% of my audience is male, and they're really into first-person shooters, tactical shooters, and that's who I make content for. And here's a little tip. If you're wanting to get started, if you want to grow an audience, don't think about it as your audience. Think about identifying an already established audience on YouTube and make videos for that audience. In Jack's case, it's viewers interested in Battlefield or Apex Legends and more. So how many subscribers did Jack gain in 2019? Again, a pretty insane number. 421,791 subscribers gained. And here's where it gets pretty interesting. Check this out. While Jack gained nearly 500,000 subscribers in 2019, he lost a huge number of them. 162,380 subscribers clicked unsubscribe, and it really goes down to you can never please all the people all the time. And I gotta tell you, no matter what you do, people are gonna unsubscribe from your channel. If you're a YouTuber and you wanna move forward and you put in the effort and the hustle and you're like, oh, people are unsubscribing, it's part of the process. Jack is really a great example of that. Don't get freaked out. Oh, and when we talk about subscribers, let's go back to view duration. One of the things to note, and this is why it is really important to understand the audience you want to get in front of and to make content for those people, because when you do that and you continue to give them the thing they subscribed for, they watch longer, which is the very thing the YouTube algorithm rewards. I mentioned view duration. Jack actually mentions that in 2019, his subscribers watched on average 6 minutes and 30 seconds, while those not subscribed watched for less than 5 minutes. And again, this is why subscribers are so powerful. And as you start to amass a subscriber base, it really helps you trigger the algorithm. When you focus and create a great video, it drives more clicks, more watch time. In fact, I just did that with the new channel I launched, Amplify Your Income. My latest video is really ticking all the boxes, and that video is getting more promotion from YouTube. The more you understand the metrics, the algorithm, the easier it is to target an audience and really hit those metrics that will allow you to grow. And then we got into some really juicy information from Jackfrags in regards to how often viewers to his channel, that's subscribers and non-subscribers, click the videos he publishes. Of course, I'm talking about impressions and CTR, or click-through ratio. In 2019, Jackfrags got 2.2 billion impressions across his YouTube channel, and his channel average was a 6% click-through rate. Here's some things that I really don't see a lot of people talking about. If you make subpar content, if a viewer clicks on your video, they decide they don't like your content, think about what happens when that viewer sees your content again. If they remember, oh, I clicked on that one video, I didn't like it that much, that's obviously gonna drop your CTR. If they don't click, you don't get a view. If you don't get a view, you don't get watch time. So yes, being compelling really matters. Yes, choosing videos based on the audience and what they're interested in, that really helps. However, if your content isn't enjoyed and liked, if viewers don't watch for a longer period of time, it doesn't matter how good your thumbnail is. Sure, you might get some clicks, but if people bail, you won't get that watch time because you need both. You need a positive CTR and you need a positive average view duration. And when I say positive, mean better than other videos targeting a similar topic. So how exactly do you create great content? What can you do to facilitate viewers watching longer? One of the things Jack mentions, and I've seen for years because I'm a viewer, I'm a fan, is video structure. The more you come up with a concept for a video, the more you script it out and think through really what's gonna make this video compelling, the more likely you can actually create a video that is just that, compelling, which really means to compel somebody to click, to force somebody to click. And the more you understand the audience, the more you structure out your videos, the more you can get the clicks. And Jack is so amazing with his delivery and how he structures his video. He absolutely crushes it. So Jack's #1 video is Apex Legends Pro Tips and Secrets. This is important because #1, the title contains keyword phrases based on the topics that viewers are interested in. And Jack mentions publishing this video immediately as the game launched. The game launched, it was very secretive. And what's interesting about the Apex Legends launch is that it was secretive. There wasn't a lot of hype around the game until literally it came out. And that created a very interesting supply and demand opportunity. That's why trending topics work on YouTube. Supply means how many videos are there on a topic. When a new game comes out and nobody's heard of it, there are very few videos on that game. And that's where Jack jumped in, made a bunch of content, and his #1 video was based on a very much trending topic. #2, Jedi Fallen Order, It's Not What You Think, new gameplay. Interesting in that Jack talked about the fact that this is all about Star Wars and tapping into the fan base that is rabid for Star Wars content. He mentions throwing in a lightsaber into the thumbnail and how that would draw attention. And furthermore, it's not what you think. Remember I mentioned creating something new and different, creating a piece of content that viewers haven't seen before. Well, this title points that out. This is not the same type of gameplay that you've seen before. That really draws viewers in, and that resulted in Jack's #2 video. #3 is what I call a hero video, where you come up with a really cool concept, you spend a bit more time, and that's what Jack did with this particular video. Most satisfying long-range sniping in Battlefield ASMR. Interesting that Jack threw in ASMR. One of the things to note too is in the video, Jack talks about how he took a lot more time, that this video required more time to get some really great gameplay. If you're a gamer and you're creating gameplay videos, think about crafting videos that really tell a story, like long-range sniping, like this particular video does. The more you understand what you're trying to create early, the more likely you can create something that viewers really dig and you get those views. And another great example of Jack at his best, really creating compelling content that screams "click me," is this video here. Rare and beautiful Battlefield 1 animations. It's rare. It's the stuff you seldom see. In fact, you probably haven't seen it unless you watch my video. The more you can create something that other YouTubers are not, the more you can separate yourself from the crowd. And Jack does that so well by including ASMR in his title. Amazing. Take the time, come up with a cool concept that's based on really giving the viewer something they haven't seen, and you'll be amazed at the results you generate. This video, 6.1 million views. Amazing. Hats off, Jack. I've always been a fan, and I am amazed at your dedication and determination, and I'm excited to see what you'll do in 2020. Now listen, if you want to grow your channel, check out the video on the screen now. Click and watch, and when you do, you'll feed a poodle. I've got 2. You dig?